guys, I'm Amy, and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my guy, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Hey, are you gonna sing with me? 'Cause I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, and women who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Hi guys, welcome to Bella's Bargains. Jax comes running when I sing. My name is Amy. Guess what you've landed on? Can you guess? Like, does this give it away, or the song? Yeah, it's totally Patriotic DIY Day. So it's a challenge day. So I'm happy to be here on this Wednesday, which for me, my Wednesdays are Wild Wednesdays. This is not one. This is just a challenge. And so let's talk about this beautiful challenge. It's Patriot DIYs. Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY, and then the guest host there is Crafts Unleashed by Robin. So I don't know Robin's channel. I'm excited to go check it out. Of course, I know Brenda's and her little Oliver, right? So I decided to go with a tier tray. Now, I'm gonna explain why. Like, I'm literally trying to craft through all of the stuff that I have. And by the way, if you don't know, this is a Dollar Tree channel. If you're here because of the playlist, a few things you should know. I start every video with a song, and I'm a Dollar Tree channel. Like, I get everything from the Dollar Tree, including everything on this tier tray, the tier tray included. Okay, so I'm trying to stash craft my stash stuff, so I'm not buying a whole bunch of things for different holidays and whatnot. So for 4th of July, I literally had like a shoebox size, and it had ribbons in there, and I think I had picked up one 4th of July thing this year, which I didn't even use on the tier tray. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get creative and use things that aren't necessarily 4th of July, and so that's exactly what I've done for you today. So let's dive right in. First of all, this is the tier tray from, I'm gonna pick this up carefully, I hope. Oh, I already knocked over my United States. Okay, this is the tier tray from the plus section, that's gonna keep falling, at Dollar Tree. All right, it's $5, and everything else on here is completely Dollar Tree. So I have video of it. I'll show you a little bit closer up later on, but let me just talk about a few of the items right now. All right, we're gonna start at the top. So like I said, I'm trying to use up the stuff that I had. Well, for some reason, I had picked up the Patriotic straws, and they were in that shoebox. Like, all right, what can I do? So of course I did a jar. Why did I do a jar? Why? Besties, you all know, because all these jars behind me are from Jarganza Volume 1. If you want to see that, I'm going to put it right here. Jarganza Volume 1. There's Volume 2, 3, and 4 now that are going to be coming out. So anyway, so like I have to do a jar because I'm doing all these jars. So this is just a jar that I glued the straws on, but I want to talk just a little bit. When you watch how I make it, I'm sure I'll explain this, but I cut them, and then the factory cut side I put to the top. So that's important, because the bottom where you cut them, they can get a little wonky. And also, if you noticed, I flipped the jar upside down when I started gluing them, because no matter how hard you try, you're gonna get some unevenness in your cutting, but you can't tell because I did it this way, right? So you can't tell. And oh, and also, do you not just love my little tassels that I made out of straw parts? Yeah, I do. Okay, so there was that. A couple of things. This around this tier tray, it's that MDF, and so it's really kind of blah looking. but it's great for decorating. These are shoelaces that I purchased last year. They were in that shoebox of Dollar Tree 4th of July stuff, and they just pop this tray up so much. It just elevates it so well. Also in that shoebox were the 4th of July or Independence Day or Americana stickers that I've had for years. And so I took tumbling tower blocks. You'll notice when you watch how I make these that I use a marker to color these. By the way, it's absolutely brilliant, you guys, because it's so easy. Although I got marker all over me, I still have a few marker stains. Okay, but it was such an easy way to use something. Give myself some little miniature tier tray 4th of July things, and it was like in my stash. It was with stickers. Now I did buy this year, and this is they had three tassels that came out this year. There was a top hat, a circle one, and a heart. I used the heart because I have the I Love Veterans sticker right there. My husband's a veteran, my brother, anyway. So what I did though was I shortened it. I removed some beads. First of all, I needed 3 beads for that project back there, and I just didn't want it as long. And then I decorated the back, and these are the rub-ons that are the USA rub-ons, which were also in my shoebox. So far, the only thing that wasn't in my shoebox was this. Now I had the pick that is these flowers. So I just took the blooms off. I put the 3 red ones up on the top, and then the three blue ones are on the bottom. I'm gonna fix this while I'm sitting here, just because I don't like the way that looks. And then, like I said, this of course I purchased this year. But it's perfect, right? Okay. Let's go into the other things that I made. So this is just the white foam dice that you, actually Mickey sent me some of these a couple years ago, and I still have some, and I was like, oh, perfect, because stickers, the same ones that I put on the tumbling tower blocks, and I just quickly put them onto this, and then that became just like another little decorative piece. Now this might be one of my favorite things. Outside, I had cut this sign off. This was one of the signs that had the star shape in it, the long ones. And I cut it off because I just needed the board. Part of the board, I didn't need the star, but I kept this. And how perfect does this look now? Even leaving the hanger on it and adding a couple of beads. And down here, this is one of those sign holders that I think I took something out of it just last week when don't remember what it was now, but I pried a word out of it, or maybe it was from Easter. Anyway, it had something in there. I took that out, but I kept the stand. And so then, of course, this fit in there perfectly. Again, I used my marker to do that and the sides on this sign. And then this little star was off of a garland or something. Again, the little star was in my 4th of July shoebox. This wasn't, but I went out there and found it. I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then this down here, the little confetti that I glued down, well, hold on. That came from my elephant. Now, you all know I love elephants. And so this was sitting out there in like my home decor stuff for the Dollar Tree. And I was like, wait, how cute, because he's so bright and white, to put a little red, white, and blue wreath on him. So I had a piece of this left over from in my shoebox for 4th of July, and I trimmed it. And then I took the trimmings and I put it on the base of that sign. So I used up the stuff. But then they had the 3 little 4th of July plastic hats were in my box, and I took the band off of one of those hats and I put it around 3 little tumbling tower blocks. I used 3 different lengths of straw up there and some. This is actually what I cut off the tassel because the tassel was too long, and I used those to make my little fireworks. So cute and miniature, right? Yep. But I gotta say, of all the things that I did on this tier tray, this one I think shocked me the most. Now, this was a kid's art project. You know, you can buy them, and there's like, this one was a wind chime, and it was 4th of, it's in their patriotic stuff. I'm dropping confetti. Okay, so once again, I used the straws as my base for it to stand on. But what I love about this, I 2-sided it, number one, with those rub-on transfers that were in my shoebox. But how cute did this come out? I mean, I'm shocked. But I gotta tell you, the paint that comes in those little crafts, boop, 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 no good. Throw it out. Don't even, And so I had to get out my acrylic paint. That's okay. I think I put like 3 coats on here, but I could still see the pattern of what was going on behind there. And look, it came out really good. I mean, I'm very satisfied with that. And I think that was probably like my favorite little thing that I did on this. Although I love my elephant with his like red, white, and blue wreath around it. Okay, let me show you how I made these and I'll come back to say goodbye. There's the straws. And it took like exactly 2 packages to do this. Funny. So don't go, if you get a bigger jar, you're going to have to take more. So obviously I measured 1 of them and then I cut them all. And like I said, I flipped the jar over so that I'm lining up with the lid. And I'm putting the factory cut side, lid side, or top side, right? Anyway, going to go all the way around it just with hot glue because, of course, I'm going to put a ribbon around it too. So that's going to keep it it's going to keep it in place, but the hot glue on the glass and the straws works perfectly. So it goes all the way around. I think there's actually 2 straws left over. And of course I kept every piece of the straw the pieces that I cut off, I kept those because they put them back in the 4th of July shoebox. I'll use them for something next year, I'm sure. So anyway, all right, so once I get them all around and it fit perfectly, they have to squeeze the last one in, but it was a perfect little fit, yeah. Okay, now we're going to take white ribbon, and just because I didn't feel like we had a whole bunch of white, right? This is like the blue and red straws, so pop the white stars out. I just wrapped it around, put it in a knot, and then I took a piece of straw and like sliced it up, sort of tassel it, and I did 2, and so I'm going to put the 1 inside of the other one to double layer it, and then I'm going to make a red one as well, and I'm just going to take that ribbon and go through both of those and then knot it off. So I'm going through both of the little tassel pieces, then I'll push this bottom piece up into the top one so it's a little bit thicker, and then I'm just going to knot that ribbon and cut it off just to finish off sort of the tassels, right? So just knot it off, pushing that knot up into the tassel, and then cut it off. And then I'll do the exact same thing with the red one. Just exactly the same thing. Make another tassel and put it on there. Okay, and once I get the red one on there, then I'm going to take that white ribbon, and we're just going to make a simple little shoelace bow. And I just knot it, keep pulling it until I get it to the size that I want, and then I'm just going to do a slanted tail cut off on the tail, and then that'll be that. And then I'm going to take those picks right there. I think there's 3 in a package, a red one, a white one, and a blue one, and the leaves on them are just horrendous. So I'm actually going to pull all the leaves off and just put the berries in there. The leaves look like Christmas leaves. I don't know. They just don't. It's just weird. And the red ones, they sell these red berries at Christmas time, which then the leaf is fine. But for this, I was like, yeah, no. And I think I added an extra white one in, again, because we didn't have as much white in the red, white, and blue straws. So I think it did, I guess, 3 white, 1 blue, 1 red. Okay, and then that piece is done. Now we're going to move on to the tumbling tower blocks and use the stickers on them. So this is a marker. These are the best things the whole wide world. They're in the school section at the Dollar Tree. I love it. Had I had a glove on, it would have been better. I wouldn't have gotten marker ink all over me. But what I love about this, no brush to clean out, no anything, and the blue was absolutely perfect. So I did 3 of them, and then I just started finding little stickers to put on there and used some Mod Podge to sort of Mod Podge them on. They weren't very sticky. I think maybe just the stickers were too old. You know how sometimes when the stickers are around too long. So grab the Mod Podge and just sort of Mod Podge them on. And then afterwards, a couple of them I had to nail file off the ends, but I don't show you that. It's just typical trimming because like the flag one hangs over. Anyway, so I made the 3 of these, but then I glued 2 of them together. So one on top of the other. So in the end, I actually only ended up with 2 pieces. And I was just finding the stickers that were going to fit on those blocks pretty well. So anyway, just a cute little miniature thing for your tier tray. Okay, so Mod Podge them all up, put your stickers on. Like I said, I'm going to glue it together, and I do use the nail file to get off any extra bits on them. Okay, so these were pretty simple, and it was a great way to use these stickers. I'm not scrapbooking anymore, so stickers like this, I don't really need them for anything, and they're sort of small for a sign, but they're perfect for doing something like this for a little tier tray. They're absolutely perfect. So I did put the rest of them back in the 4th of July shoebox to be possibly use some more of them next year. But the remaining stickers, I think, are actually too big for tumbling tower blocks, so I would have to make something a little bigger to put them on, maybe put 4 tower blocks together or something like that. But we'll cross that bridge next year when I pull them all back out. I don't know why I filmed so much of this, you guys. Sorry. You didn't need to watch me make every single one of them. But, yeah. Okay. So, we'll just, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, and some of them didn't fit, so I just put them back in there. I was just fumbling around with it. Okay. So after I do this, we are going to move on to, I think, my little sign thing. Oh, no. Elephant. Yeah. So this was like that garland stuff. I've had this for a couple years now. That's what I have left. What you just saw that I cut the mount off to put on the elephant. And I'm just trimming it down. I was just like, just cutting and trimming and getting it all short enough to go around the elephant, because without trimming it, it was too bushy and you couldn't even tell there was an elephant after you wrapped it around the neck. So I definitely had to trim it down. And then, of course, I'm going to use that little confetti that I'm dropping there right now. So this is my crafting mat. That confetti was so hard to get off of that mat. It's like, because it's like static onto it or something. I don't know. Anyway, so just trim down to get to where you want it to be. And by the way, I think this would work with so many of the little animal things that they sell us at Dollar Tree. This just, I collect elephants, so it was perfect for my tier tray. Not necessarily somebody else's, but for mine for sure. And I think it just came out super cute. And it's so easy just to take this piece that they sell us at the Dollar Tree and add something on it and stick it on to the tier tray. Okay, then I'm going to go to the sign I made. And, you know, this is a good example of why you keep things. So that bottom part right now that I'm doing the sides blue with that blue marker, that had something in it. I don't remember what I removed from it, but it was a stand. And I kept it because I always keep those because they come in so handy for putting signs in and whatnot to make them a standing piece as opposed to a hanging piece. And so the star cutout piece that's there, one of those elongated signs, I had cut a piece off of it, I think for a lantern or something, or a sign that I made, can't remember now. But of course I kept that little piece there because it's like, oh no, it's going to come in handy for something. And this is absolutely perfect. So I glue it into there. I've now done the blue all the way around on the bottom of the stand. And then I realized, oh, I should do glue around the piece, the blue around the piece of the sign as well. So I do that. And I stick a little glue in the back just to keep this, make sure it's secured in there pretty well. So there you go. I'm going to do the blue around the top part. And then after I do that, I'm going to take Mod Podge and put the confetti stuff on there. Inside the star, I use this blue, but this is a different marker. This is an actually oversized marker. It's the exact same blue because the other marker wouldn't work inside of the star cutout. And then this is, I don't remember what this, does anybody remember what these came off of? But whatever. I'm just trying to get the hook off of there, so I opened it up and then was twisting back and forth, and eventually I get it to pop off. And I was trying not to destroy the shape of the star, right, as I'm doing that. So it's off, and now I'm just going to lay this star inside that perfect little hole right there. So it doesn't quite fill it in, but it lays in there perfectly. And so I'm just putting glue at the points where it's going to touch. And there you go. Now the hot glue, when you're using something metal like this, doesn't work as well, but this is going to sit on a tier tray. Nobody's going to touch it. So I wasn't going to go to the trouble of doing the cement. So now I'm going to put Mod Podge down there on the bottom. As I do this, I realize I'm using the paintbrush that I was painting the white on the United States with. So I was like, oops. So it was white paint, not just Mod Podge, so I added a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take that cut up confetti and just sprinkle it all down on the bottom there and fill that all in. It was just a great way to use this and to give this sign a little something extra. Putting the blue star on there was cool. Outlining it, the blue was great. And I'm going to add the 3 beads, but I still felt like maybe it needed a little bit something more. And so this confetti down on the bottom there just works out great. And obviously putting the Mod Podge down and then doing this, when the Mod Podge dries, that stuff's not going anywhere, right? It's going to be dried on there. It's going to be good and dry. So do that on this side as well. Don't know why I showed you that, because you didn't need to see both sides. But I was in a video happy mood, I guess, huh? I try and remember to shut off the video so I just don't keep filming repetitive stuff. But sometimes you're into it and you just completely forget. And then during editing, somehow I'll miss it sometimes. Like I've already watched this. How I didn't back it out, I don't know. But you guys, it's a work in progress. That's all I can say. So now, at first, the hanger that was on top, I was thinking I would take it out, and I was like, oh, no, 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 no. It's perfect. I'm going to put the red, white, and blue beads on there that match the garland that's on the top shelf of the tier tray. And then that was like perfect. It was just absolutely perfect. So then that's done. So here's the garland. I've already shortened it and put the heart back on there, and now I'm cutting the tassel part. But I'm going to decorate the back of the heart. And so those are those Rub On USA stickers. So I just put a bunch of stuff on the back of it. That's the We the People. And then I do like a firework, a couple fireworks, some stars. And then take the gold metallic marker, and I'm outlining the outside of this heart and slightly inside the heart to pop this gold rub-ons in the back. And then that's done. So now this is what is made for kids, and it's a little hanging chime. But that's the paint that it comes, it's awful. So I threw that away. And then I painted it with acrylic paint, I think 3 layers. So now on the back of this, I'm going to decorate it. So again, some more of these gold rub-ons to fill in the back of the United States here. And so I'm just going to put, this is a Statue of Liberty, some stars, I don't know, just all kinds of stuff on the back. And once I get that done, I'm going to move to the front of this. So, like I said, I had painted it with like 3 layers, but I could still see the design on the front side of this. And so that's how I paint the front of it. But for now, I'm sticking this on the back, so it's 2-sided. I also use that gold metallic pen right here to outline this. So I'm going to go around all the sides of this little United States right here. There's a piece of glitter stuck on there. So just going to go around and around and around. And I always let it bleed slightly into the side of it because it sort of outlines when you look at it head on, like the sign itself. So we're actually purposefully overlapping the side a little bit. And then on the front side, so I used the brush markers that they have. That's the red one there. I used the metallic gold for the outlining just because it's going to match what we already had going on in the back side of this, right? And then the red brush marker for the red stripes. The blue, I found, I just had to find a blue that was a good blue to marker in the blue part. But this actually has little stars in the blue part, but I couldn't do those. So you'll see, I just end up sort of like making dots for the stars, which is fine. So we're going to do all the red stripes. It's already white, so I don't have to paint the white stripes. But there we go with the blue, and eventually this is just like a Sharpie kind of blue. And then I took white and did little stars, just dots. And then I'm going to got the black marker, and we're going to do the home that's written here. And then I'm going to outline the home. Look at that. It's so cool. I wish I could do calligraphy. I'm going to teach myself one of these days. I'm going to outline the home with like a silver metallic one almost. Just, it wasn't super heavy, and it just sort of gave it a shadow, which made it look really good. I think this piece for a little kid's art thing came out so cute. And then 2 straws to give it a little stand. There's some of those straw pieces, right? Already using them. And then I took the border off one of those little hats. I take 3 tumbling tower blocks, wrap this hat border around them because it was just so perfect for little fireworks. Then take some blue straws, cut different lengths to glue on the very top of these so they didn't all appear to be the same size. And then the strings that I cut off the tassel, I'm going to glue 3 of them into each one of these as their, little wicks or whatever, right? Because basically that's what it is. And then we have our little fireworks, and I glued them all together. Because they're square, it was the only way I could get them to look okay was to have them wonky next to each other, and so I had to glue that so that they would stay. They're sort of catty corner to each other, not all perfect. Then these are those white dice, and I'm just going to take these stickers and put them all over it, and that's it. Then these projects are done, and then you're going to watch me put the tier tray together next. So this was a lot of fun. Stay tuned. I'll be back to say goodbye, and this was fun. I'm going to leave it up now for a while. I mean, honestly, it was pretty simple. There wasn't anything in here that was overly hard to do. I mean, this little sign was probably the hardest thing of all the stuff that I made. And I just think it came together so cute. Marcus came home and last night and he goes, that's a very cute patriotic tier tray. I said, thanks, because it's going back in the kitchen. All right, so that's it. I just again want to thank the hostess and the host and the co-host. So Brenda and Robin, and their channels will be linked down below in my description box, as well as the playlist. So make sure that you go check out the playlist. I'm having a lot of fun doing these challenges. That's really been my goal for this year, is just to do challenge after challenge after challenge and really help grow my channel. And it is. So I'm up to almost 3,100. So hopefully by the end of this week. So that's super exciting. I know I have a lofty goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We'll see. Anyway, all right, everybody. So what I'd like you to do, though, is if you can, give me a thumbs up for this video or hitch a ride, come back, see the next one. Please leave a comment down below about which one of my little tier tray things was your favorite. Actually, I have to say, the other thing is I think this is so incredibly stepped it up, adding that shoelace randomly around there. Okay. And let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Oh, and if you like me, I mean you really like me, then please subscribe to the channel. It's free. And I'm putting out so many videos right now. I think I'm averaging about 4 videos a week. That's a lot. Okay, so anyway, have a great day, a great week, and a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, I'm proud to be an American where we have dollar trees. And I won't forget the times when I can't find what I really need, but I'll still stand up and defend that the Dollar Tree gets the best treasures ever for $1.25. All right, everybody. Happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree from your singing crafty crafter. I'll see you next time here on Bella's Bargains. Bye, besties. Thanks for watching.